They say all eras must come to an end. Welcome to the new era. The Ange era.
Ange era. That's cute, man, but you know what they say. Lions don't concern themselves with sheep. How do you feel?
Pretty confident. Probably the easiest fixture.
Is that so?
First of all.
I don't think you believe it. I know you don't believe that, in fact.
Hello and welcome back to DR Sports. Myself, AGT, hosting this face-off, the first one of this season, in the home corner, playing at Saturday 5:30, representing Tottenham. It's Fuad, a regular of the show. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Very
Nice.
well.
Say that a little more
Feeling
comfortably.
good.
Come on.
Feeling good.
You're in your own home right now, bro. Confidence.
It's his debut. I've not even
Please.
introduced him yet, so you know.
What's going on here? What's going on here? I can't even get out.
Typical Man United.
Let's go. Let's start.
The away team, and joining us for the first ever time on DR Sports, it's the Manchester United fan, Lias. How are we?
I'm brazy. I'm brilliant. I'm doing great.
Brazy,
I'm
he said.
excited.
He's just saying words.
I know where I'm from, dog.
Hey. So we're doing first appearance.
Hey, this is
Hey,
what
this
you
is-
asked for.
well,
You walk
welcome
into the
to the
Lions
Lions
Den.
Den.
Nah, it's come, bro. It's come.
Listen,
I'm with
Green Line
Lions.
Chem right there. You see?
Come on, G. Right, let's just stop smiling for a second because we've got some very serious business to discuss.
What's that?
A win on the opening day, just a draw on the opening day. I'm going to start with you as the home team. Big fixture historically, this one. Can you be that team to give these guys a little dose of reality early on in the season?
Honestly speaking, yes. This is probably the first time going into a United game where I actually feel confident. I think previously there's been the gimmick of, lads, it's just Tottenham. United kind of turn up and feel like they can, have their way. I think the last home win we had against them was 2018. We haven't had the greatest of results against them. I think the last win we actually had was a 6-1 where we beat them. Wow. So it's been a while since we beat them. A lot of draws, a lot of defeats, but it's a whole different Tottenham, I think, to those Tottenhams they were playing. I think now, coming into this season, whole host of new signings, new managers coming, new playing style. I think there's a culture shift and a mentality change happening at the club, in all honesty. I think some people might say it's too soon, but Harry Kane's left. There's a big shift that's going to happen this season, and I feel like United early in the season don't always start quick off the blocks. I think against Wolves we saw they're still a little bit, pre-season, still yet to wake up. So I'm hoping Ange, he's got his methods over pretty quickly. So I'm hoping we can catch him cold and give him something for our first home game as well under Ange. Listen, we need to rock up with an atmosphere.
And you, as the away team, Manchester United come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Still doesn't have a name for the stadium. Talk to me about the start and then how you're actually going to go around defeating Ange in his first home game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
I just think it's fitting for both clubs, to be honest, that they drew and they're over the moon talking about, we're seeing patterns, we're excited, Ange era, and United won. And, we're not really happy with it. I think that kind of just shows you where both clubs are really at. You're happy with the bare minimum. You're happy with just James Maddison free kicks being Udogie, nice debut. Look, I think United did have a slow start, but we had a slow start last season, and we know how that shit went. Third place. The only thing.
Are you proud of that? Third
No,
place?
but like I said, that's the standards, really. Third was okay. These guys would bite my hand off to get third this year. They'd bite my hand off to get Conference League, maybe even Europa League. Spurs, the only thing with them is there's almost like an air of uncertainty because we don't really know too much about Ange. We've seen bits and pieces. We've seen the press conferences. It's interesting. But the reality is, you, just like me, are still questioning who is this guy. We'll see this Saturday, excuse me.
Ange Ball, the new way that Spurs play. What can we expect from this manager?
He doesn't know.
From what we've seen in pre-season, from what we've seen in the first game, high energy, high pressing, fullbacks getting up, similar to what we kind of used to see under Pochettino early on, I think. So if we can kind of see more of that, especially seeing that football away from home at the Brentford Stadium. Previous years, I think we drew the last two times we played there, but we were playing 11 men behind the ball. So it's you can say, we're happy with the draw. Spurs, we're not looking at this as, it's just the results now. No, we know this is a long-term thing. As long as you're getting the foundations in place, because that's the issue we had with Conte. It was, he's just come in, he's winning now, we'll take it. No, there's things in place. If there's one thing I'll say we can learn from our enemies across the road, sometimes you have to put the foundations in place to build the right things. And I feel like right now, we've got a manager who has spoken the right things, who has played the right way everywhere he's gone. He's stepped up to the challenge. This is the next one. I'm more than happy to kind of see.
So you're saying trust the process?
I'm more than happy to trust our process.
Okay, well, speaking of processes, Ten Hag, another season for him to impress off the back of last year, finishing in third, getting a trophy. New players that have come in, how do you expect them to settle in and almost deliver straight away? Because there's no time to not.
Of course. I mean, we're still waiting on our big one. Rasmus Højlund doesn't look like he's going to be fit until Arsenal, which is a few weeks away. But the big two are Onana and Mount. And I think people will really focus on the Onana mistake, if you want to call it, that, let's be honest, should have been a penalty.
GBH.
But, Howard Webb, Old Trafford, you know how that shit goes. But no, I think outside of that... Hey, don't do that. Hey, keep me out of that shit. But Onana, outside of that, had a pretty promising debut. Some big saves, came out and collected some high crosses, which we really haven't seen at Old Trafford for almost a decade with David De Gea. And Mount is the one that I think we're still waiting for him to fully bed in. I think he's still learning his role next to Bruno and Casemiro. But the reality is, Mount is a top player, and I have no doubt that once he gets his feet under him and gets embedded into the system, we're going to see the Mount that we saw a few seasons ago.
How much do you believe in that team, though? Because I know you see, and I know when you see that team, what you saw in the first game. For you, was a real reflection of what Man United are. It's not the building blocks. You tell me. That's why I'm asking you.
You're the one throwing these allegations.
So, if I look at players like Anthony, Sancho, Mount, who are expected to have big seasons this year, kind of going in. Yeah. When you look at your team, what do you see? Do you see a team that can contend for the title? Do you see a team that can have a deep run in the Champions League?
I think
because it's all nice being confident, but do you truly believe it?
Of course. Look, I think there's quality there. All across the pitch, there are quality players. You look at the amount of money United spent, and of course they have spent in the past, but there are good players there. At this point, it's a lot of responsibilities on them when you talk about Sancho, when you talk about Anthony as well. Please rise. Please show us the players we saw, the reason why we bought you in the first place. Because if they do, then I think United has the quality to. I think they're still probably a season away from really, really competing 90-plus points like City and Arsenal have shown, or Arsenal showed glimpses of doing that. But at this current moment, I mean, we even saw it last season. It was only a few weeks, but United have the quality that when everything is clicking, they can compete with the big boys. At this point now, it's about extending that and really showing England that this is a team that's on the rise.
I find it cheeky you using Arsenal's one as an example, though, because like
coming from you who just said trust the process, trust our process.
Well, yes, it's different because I'm just talking about a process. But if you're talking about in terms of how you've built your process, every summer it's been gargantuan, big money ball signings. Whether that's Sancho, whether that's Anthony,
but everyone
whether that's
spends money in this league. We saw Chelsea spend 800 million in a year.
But the reason why you spend high quality is for high quality players. Of course. So now you've collated all of these quality players, and you're still sitting here telling me you're going to give me basically a little whole season. It doesn't make sense to me, especially when you, in particular, was on our podcast talking about Ten Hag has changed my life. He's working miracles.
Ten Hag has done his bit.
He's been given the big 70 million striker. He's been given his 100 million winger. Sancho is still there. Okay, Sancho's not going to perform for you. You got Garnacho, the next Ronaldo.
Hey, no one said that. Not me. I didn't say that.
Then they've got Kobe Manu who's come through the academy now that is giving him extra depth. So I'm like, okay, it seems like you've got all the pieces, but no United fan seems to go out there and want to say, we're challenging for the title. When I talked to Arsenal fans last year and they challenged for the title, start of the season, nobody was expecting Arsenal. So for me, it's a thing where a title challenge can sometimes come out of nowhere. It could. But it doesn't seem like any United fan has that confidence that they even believe it. And I'm like, why not? You have the manager, you have the players, you seem to have the depth now. What's stopping you?
Me personally, I'm being honest. You know me. I'm as honest about my team as you can get. I just don't think we're there yet. But if you want me to come on here just because it's a face-off and cap, you got the wrong person on here.
Wow. No. Okay, well, maybe I'm going to step in because, let's fast forward to Saturday, 5:30 on DR Sports. I'll be sitting in this seat. You guys will be sitting where you are watching the game, the big one. Massive watch-along on DR Sports. Make sure you catch us for that.
For sure.
I'm going to come to you first as the away team. How does this game finish? And who's going to be left in the mud come 7:30 on Saturday?
It finishes with Ange, again, talking the talk but not walking the walk. And Spurs going another game winless. It'll finish Manchester United 2, Tottenham 1. And we've had difficulties away from home against the Big Six last season.
Can you say that again?
Fifth place team speaking right now. Hey,
Seventh?
behave over there. Seventh. You were.
Focus.
I think you finished 7 points behind us.
You see how easy it is? No. It's all right.
United are going to win. It's a wrap. I'm not the one playing on Saturday. United are going to win 2-1. We're going to break our duck against the Big Six away, and Ange will be winless after 2 games.
Who's going to score the goals for you?
I think Rashford will get one, because one thing I noticed about Spurs against Brentford is in transition, they are playing a higher line. Fair play to Ange, he's trying to play a more positive style of play. But defensively, especially this first season, it's going to hurt him at times. You're going to have to live through those growing pains. And I think Rashford, one of the best transition players in the league, will be the one to hurt Spurs. So I predict him, and I think Bruno as well will get on the score sheet as well.
A 2-1 away win, that would be nice for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you the same question. How do you feel this game goes? And who's going to take the 3 points?
I think similar scoreline. I've predicted it yesterday as well. 2-1 win at home. I think first home game of the season. Crowd is going to be rocking. I'm anticipating us to really take the game to them, which could possibly play in their favour in terms of being on the counter-attack. But I'm also expecting it's early season United, and I don't know if they fully kind of dusted off all their cobwebs. So I'm hoping to catch them cold, and I think because we've struggled against top 6 sides, Ange will almost use this as like a barometer of, look, first home game, first Big Six opposition, really set a marker for the season. Because listen, no one's expecting things of us this year. People have got Aston Villa finishing above us. So what better way to kind of start the season, your first home game, lump these shaitans right in the face, start nicely.
I don't like how you pointed at me for that. Hey, that's crazy. I just wear the shirt.
This is a face-off. No smiling, boys.
Yeah.
Remember where we are.
We can't help it, man. This is me and Fuad, bro.
Right.
But wait, enemies for one day. Saturday.
Definite.
Boys, I could cut the tension in here with a knife. It's palpable. I can feel it. Yeah, I got it. If I can I now please ask you to shake hands before the big fight on Saturday at 5:30 live on DR Sports?
Yeah. Me,
I'll be the big man.
Of course.
Be the big man.
I'll shake
Go on.
Fuad's hand as well, too.
I know you need to get up off your chair. Shake my hand.
Okay.
Hey,
Well, listen, you've
We should
told
do
us
worse
what
than
you're
luck.
going to do on Saturday. You've told us what you're going to do on Saturday. But guess what? None of it matters. Right? Because we'll have it for you here on DR Sports.
Thanks.
And we'll see exactly what goes down on Saturday. A massive game. Tottenham versus Manchester United. Liaz and Fuad, our main guys for the watch along on Saturday. You cannot miss this one. It's going to be absolutely explosive. Good debut.
Thank you.
Nice. I appreciate it.
Just don't let it go like Mastermind. That's all I'll say.
Hey, listen,
Don't
we
let
didn't
it
get
go
to
like
play each
Mastermind,
other in
bro.
Mastermind,
Yeah,
so don't
because
let that
you couldn't
get
even
to your
get there.
head.
You couldn't even
don't
get
let
there.
that get to your head. It's
couldn't
a
even get
whole
there.
different program now. Stick to the schedule.
Spurs under the lights. Fuad under the lights. We know how that shit goes, man. See you Saturday.
Overconfident Lias. I like how this is going to go. Trust me.
You heard them. Make sure you join us on Saturday. Take care.
Peace.
They say all eras must come to an end. Welcome to the new era. The Ange era.
Ange era. That's cute, man, but you know what they say? Lions don't concern themselves with sheep. How do you feel?
Pretty confident. Probably the easiest fixture
Is that so?
in the first four.
I don't think you believe this. I know you don't believe that, in fact.